This card's either going to cost you a lot of coins or a lot of time. Today we're going to review Team Leader Master Odell Beckham Jr. and see if he's worth it. Let's get into it. Yo, what's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today for another MUT 18 player card review. Today we are going over Team Leader NFC Master Odell Beckham Jr., 93 overall wide receiver from the New York Giants. He's got the go deep chemistry along with the Energizer ability. Let's go ahead and take a look at his stats. We do have some gameplay coming up for you guys in a moment. 5'11", 92 speed, 93 catching, 92 elusiveness, 94 spectacular catch, 88 release, 92 route running, 88 catching traffic, and 92 jumping. One of the best wide receivers in the game, no doubt, and you guys are really going to enjoy the gameplay clips coming up. We're going to scroll through the rest of his stats. As we mentioned, we got a lot of most feared reviews coming up, but you guys can let me know other cards, new or old, that you want me to review. Leave it down below in the comments section. Let's go ahead and see what this card can do on the field. So let's start by going over the pricing on this card. On the Xbox One, you can find him for $498K. On the PlayStation 4, $510K. And of course, you can grind out the team solos, finish those sets, and earn them that way. That's how I did it. It was a long process, and that's why it took me so long to get him. But it was absolutely worth it. I've been kind of budgety with my wide receivers so far this year. This is by far the best wide receiving card that I've used all season. The main thing that attracted to me was his mix of speed, route running, and run blocking. I put a lot of stock in run blocking wide receivers, and with a card like this who gives you 93 speed, 92 route running, 93 catch, I mean, the stats are amazing. And then he also gives you 72 run block. Pretty good. Play him in the slot, we're going to talk about in that moment. Let's talk about what MUThead.com rates him. So 95 overall vertical threat, the speed, absolutely agree with that. 93 jump ball, 90 possession receiver, 88 run block, and here are the two major ones that they rate him, and I agree with. 96 slot receiver, 98 rack receiver. So if you put him in the slot, you always want a speedy guy with good route running in the slot. He checks both those boxes. Normally, your typical slot receivers aren't going to be good run blockers, and that, again, I know I'm kind of talking about the same thing over and over and over, but that's what intrigued me about this card, and throwing him in there, it just gives you a huge advantage. Tier 1 go deep gets him to a 94 overall. It only boosts his release +1, which I haven't really noticed a difference, but it's pretty easy to get him up to a 94 overall. The routes I like to put him on when he was in the slot, and I just recently moved him to wide receiver number 2 because I picked up the Team of the Week Brandon Cooks. When he's in the slot, I used his speed a lot and his run blocking I mentioned, but now I have him on the outside, and I really like to put him on drags and then just post to the outside. If you can get him in the ball with the rack button and just get him on the move, he's incredibly fast. And a lot of people like to just try to hit stick you when they get, one-on-one with the receiver. All you have to do is run past him. Now, it's really fun to spin move and put jukes on him, and he does get the elite juke animation where you kind of pivot and then spin, step one inside and spin back to the outside. He gets that animation, but if you can get the ball in a rack situation, he's going to get you extra yards. He has the trait that fights for extra yards as well, so that I definitely have noticed. It can be a 3rd and 10 situation. I can throw the ball 6 yards on a drag, and I know he's usually going to go get me those 4 yards just running because of his speed, because he's able to fight. He does sometimes drop the ball, and if you look at his traits, he has no on-possession catches, so stay away from those if you can. I did notice when I try to hit a possession catch, which is super overpowered with this card, he does tend to drop it occasionally. He does have the trait brace for big hits, so he doesn't fumble at all. It's just all in all a great card and absolutely worth the coin and absolutely worth the grind. If you got it, go pick it up and let me know what you think.